Is it working?
It's holding steady. I think we've made it. Welcome everyone to GTWC qualifying live here in the beautiful racetrack of Sebring. Today we have 2 sprint races for you and a qualifying session. How lucky, you get an extra qualifying session. So expect a lot of racing, a lot of close action here today.
I mean, Sebring is a very interesting track. Hello, I'm your secondary commentator, Leviathan. Sebring is very interesting as a track this season on the calendar. It's probably one of the bumpiest tracks on the calendar. And I mean, it's notorious for not being a track you drive on, but instead a track that drives you. You're at the beck and call of this track. It is extremely bumpy, and as many people have quoted it, it's the suspension test of almost all tracks. Lots of people use it, and it's a great way to differentiate drivers from other drivers. So even if you have a dominant car, if you're not able to control it, then you're going to have quite some difficulties. So we're going to see a big difference in qualifying today, I think.
Yeah, of course, taking a few laps around the track, as I always do. And oh boy, you can really feel the bumps through a lot of the turns. The sweeping ones, I feel like are bumpier than the short ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've driven it a few times. I haven't driven it in BeamGP yet, but I'd imagine it's quite similar. It's quite a challenge, I would say, especially some of the braking zones. You kind of want to account for some of the bumps around there and make sure that you're not braking too early. Because sometimes you might have a micro lock and it might cause you to spin out on a few of those corners. And you really don't want that.
Just watching Train Raider come through the middle section of the track now as he turns onto the Allman Straight.
Yeah, he looks like he's very stable right now. He's setting a very clean lap right now. I think he'll set a good time in.
Into the final corner, you can just see the bumps as we go on board. My goodness.
Yeah, it's brutal. We definitely see that the old Shattuck racing car is quite stable though, able to control it. Very impressive.
As he parks up after he completes a lap, a 156.
We're going to see what Kimi Dekunda is able to set. He's been on a tear this weekend. I know he's planning on competing potentially in F3 this weekend as well, and he's set a pretty fast time already, so I'm expecting great things here in GTWC as well if he's put in equal effort.
Just see how wide they're taking it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's either more stable or...
Oh, I certainly don't take that line, and I feel the bumps in that final corner, so it might be.
Slightly suboptimal. You can see as he's fighting it though. One of the things you can actually notice, it's a difference from Train Raider and Kimi's style. You can kind of see Kimi likes to do a partial throttle a lot through some of the corners. I've noticed he tends to do like maybe 20% throttle throughout a lot of corners, even when braking sometimes. And I'm curious if the car really likes that or if it's a way to keep the momentum going.
Well, you can hear a turbo, and a really nice way to reduce turbo lag is to keep it spooled up. And one of the ways to do that is to just keep a little bit of throttle on throughout the corner.
Yeah, so I bet that probably works out really well for the Shadow Racing engines and whatnot, or Shadowac, whatever you want to call them.
I think they're Shadowac now.
Shadowac, okay, okay.
Recently
not Shadow Racing.
Change it exactly, not Shadow Racing. I think the rear wing specifies that pretty cleanly.
Yeah. Although we can definitely see it's a pretty similar car. Speaking of similar cars, I'm actually curious. Have we heard any news about them potentially competing in GTJC in the upcoming season?
I
I've heard
haven't
rumors that
heard
they might be
any.
competing.
I haven't heard any rumors about that.
Okay. I know we have quite a few new teams, and I know a few of them are trying to create a new ladder, I guess you could say. But I'm curious if the Shadows aren't going to be doing that because they think they have just a dominant car. As Kimi comes in, setting a really fast lap, 3/10 faster than the Shadow of Train Raider.
That puts the times into the 1:55s. Through the final corner comes the GR Racing of Arc 30.
You can see the beautiful pink of the car.
It is a really good pink. It reminds me of the BWT from other racing series. As he
it does match the car pretty well.
It does. Reminds me of the old Racing Points from F1. Beautiful liveries they had. My favourite one is when they tried to imitate water drops. That was really good livery. Through the sweeping right-hander. Pretty tight exit. Not making use of the whole track as we go through. You just listen to the engines screaming.
As we have Frack set in a time of no time, actually. It looks like he might have qualified himself. Pentip now coming through. Or is it Pentite? I don't quite know. He's in the old Red Mule car from Catalan Racing. I believe he was in season 6 and 7. Unfortunate set of numbers there. Maybe I'm wrong, though. As we're watching Pentip and Chile. Pentip right now has got some colorful tires, I will say. As you can see him, he's fighting the bumps right now. Looks like I might be having some sync issues on my end, though. Can't quite tell. how consistent he is on the track. I don't know if Nath's seeing this as well. Okay. Yeah, no, you're good, you're good. Looks like he's coming through the final corner now. 10 tip gonna set a pretty the time. Yeah. He goes behind Arc. It's slow-ish, but I mean, for the car he has, I think it's pretty decent. As he slams into the wall, totally obliterates his car. That's gonna cost a lot of money there. I don't think the team will like that. As we're now seeing Chili getting ready for his lap. Just today we had a F4 race, putting some good results. I think he got P2 and P3 in F4, so you can keep this up. He might be able to set some pretty good times today. It's been very consistent. He's one of the few keyboard players that we have here. It's quite interesting thinking about how people drive their cars. I know a few people use many different setups. He's one of the few keyboard out there. I think he uses just keyboard and a mouse. I think there's another driver. I don't think he's here with us today, but he uses keyboard, funny enough, and or not keyboard, controller and pedals. He had the Moza SRP pedals, and he uses those to power his throttle and steering, or throttle and braking. I mean, we have quite the diversity here. It's pretty interesting seeing the representation. It shows that even if you are on a budget, you can race to the top no matter what, as long as you put in enough effort. Chili might have had some. Interesting. Because it looks like Chili's coming out into the straight now. He's going to be approaching that final corner soon as he goes in. As you can see, that Romanian really struggling with the bumps right now. Chili doing everything he can to correct it. As it goes across the line. That's a pretty decent time. He's right behind 10 tip. As he crashed into the wall. Oh. Quite a difficult session for him today. Do we have anyone else going on? I don't think so. No. Alright, I think that's it. Our grid has now been set. Taking a look at the results here. Kimi Kunder, P1, the fastest lap of the session right now with a 155.955. Coming in second is Train Raider and the Shadow Racing with a difference of 0.2, almost 3. Then you have Art in third place, really showing that difference there between the Shadowlack and the Shadows and everyone else right now. He's about a second and an 8 behind. Then we have Pentip, who's at 2 seconds, 8/10. And Chili almost 3 seconds behind, and Frack instead of time. I'm gonna see quite an interesting grid today. It's gonna be very hard to decide who will be able to win here. I think Kimi has the skill and consistency, but Train has a pretty capable car. I don't know if he had any difficulties himself in the qualifying there, but I think he does have a pretty good opportunity with the Shadow. It proved itself very early on in the season too, setting in some fast times, winning almost all the races, I think, as well. But the Shadowlack is also pretty fast. Dominated the entirety of last season, reimagined and modernized to meet the new regulations of this season. as we're now gridded up right now. That looks like Kimi didn't tap to his car. There we go. As we're going to get ready for a formation lap here. Quite interesting. Do we have any expectations for incidents or anything that might happen this race? Ah, sorry. Pity. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, no, you're good, you're good. I was just trying to think. As we're seeing Kimi come in right now, I think he's trying to warm up his brakes right now. This carbon ceramics doing him some good favors. One of the things that I always found really interesting about some of these cars here is their brakes. A lot of teams run very different brake setups. I think that's one of the most important things with automation cars. I've competed myself in the first season of automation, GTWC. Our car never was the greatest, but we did a lot of restoration to it, and we were able to match some of the, I think it was the old Catalans of season 1 GTWC. Man, I'm old. But you can see the Cadillacs run a 4-pot in the front and a 1-pot in the rear, giving really big emphasis to front-end power and the rear-end stability there. Now, taking a look at the shadow of Train Raider here, take a look at that. I think he's running as well a 4-pot, or no, he's running a 5-pot in the front, with in the rear running a single piston as well. So it seems like the Train Raider really needs extra brake force in that front there. Might be a little bit more heavy in the front. Although it is still a mid-engine car, if I recall. Maybe it's front end, I don't recall fully. As we're now getting ready to start here, double filed. And the lights are out. Train Raider coming out with an amazing start right now. Kimi and Kunder side by side. Train Raider. The rest of the field behind. We're coming out of turn 1 here. Tip going a little bit wide, keeping it stable though. Train Raider coming into the lead. Kimi Kunder falling behind. I think you have a little bit of contact there. 10 tip and stability there. This race is quite interesting here because I think everyone's running a different car today. So we're really going to see a big difference in capability of both the driver and the car. No other notable incidents so far. Chile right now heavily defending Frack. Wondering if that Romanian really suffering in terms of power or what's going on. Frack's now just catching up instantly. Again, looking to front right now. Kimi Kunder is catching back up to Train Raider almost immediately. And I see 3 packs kind of appearing here. It looks like Train Raider and Kimi are kind of staying together, and Chile and Frack are together as well. I'm betting the field's going to spread out over the course of the next few laps. So you now see Kimi Kunder catching up to Train Raider here, even with the slipstream here. It's going to be very... okay. Oh, as Train Raider locks up. Goes in wide, gets unstable. Kimi Kunder back to your lead. Kimi Kunder setting the fastest lap. in the first lap of the race. This Train Raider really coming in, braking heavy. Train Raider had a very good opportunity there to keep the lead. Don't know if he'll be able to catch back up or not, but I think he has the talent to be able to keep up. So we're going to see a nice scrap between the two cars. This seems, as we see contact coming in from 10-tip and Arc. Looks like 10-tip was coming on the inside there and make contact with Arc. Arc's not going to be happy with that. He probably has some alignment damage there. We're seeing Chili really struggling into low speed there as Frack catches up immediately. We're going to try and go side by side here. This is going to be a very difficult place to overtake. Field's starting to spread out here. Train Thunder in your lead right now. Train Raider behind. Not much to talk about yet, I don't think. Well, as we have Chili going off track. Frack finally getting the position he wanted. Chili had a moment going off the track there. I think it was his second final corner. Really showing that Romanian really struggles to get the grip. Either that or something wrong with maybe how their differential set up. This Kimi Kunder sets you a fast lap, 155.913. Pretty sure that almost matches qualifying. Actually beats it by a little bit. Quite impressive from him. As we're taking a look at Bear here, he hasn't set a fast lap yet. I'm guessing he probably had some track limits in his last lap there. But he is keeping up with Kimi Kunder. So I think we're going to see a pretty fast lap here. Taking a look around here. Let's see if we can take a look at the Romanian GP here. We can I don't know if the camera's over there yet. We'll wait. It's a Chili, I believe. Oh, so we're going over to Arc, okay. Sorry. You're good. I'll just let you know where the camera should be. Just trying to think of things of interest right now. Chili spun. Oh. Same corner, too. That area there really doesn't suit that car. Kimi Kunder sets a fast lap. A Train Raider sets an even faster lap. Holy moly, that's even faster in qualifying. As we're now seeing a battle between Kimi Kunder and Train Raider approaching here. Both drivers on pretty equal form. Let's take a look at this. It's Train Raider right behind Kimi Kunder. Finally using those bigger brakes that I mentioned there. Early in the race. I think Train Raider running a 5-pot compared to Kimi's 4. Now, I'm not quite sure about the size of their rotors, but you can imagine that those tires on the Shadow Racing is probably much more powerful than the Shadlac, but it probably does keep the car lighter and probably gives it better balance as well. Probably have done some adjustments to their pressure too, so they're probably very similar, but in the end, these cars are made from the same people, but two different eras, I guess you could call it, two different generations. So it's quite interesting comparing the two of them. You can see the different philosophies from Season 7 to Season 8 here. As Kimi Kunder going off track. Ooh, Trainer right now finally able to get some slipstream, getting the break he needs. Kimi really struggling this weekend. This car in the first sprint. We have 12 minutes remaining, 12 and a half. Out. Trainer are really approaching Kimi now. Kimi going wide there. He's not her side by side. We're going to see a battle into turn 1 here. Train Raider last time went wide in the first lap of the race. We're going to see if he can finally be able to use those brakes to his advantage. As he goes in, clean. Kimi D'Kunda really just holding it stable there. Train Raider going wide yet again. Able to make it stick. I think we're going to see a lunge here in the next corner though. See Train Raider and Kimi D'Kunda side by side. Kimi really braking early there, trying to feint Train possibly. I think he knew better than that. He keeps the lead now. So now it's a battle between Kimi and Train as Train takes the lead. Kimi now in the bumper of Train. Really interesting action here. Oh, so there's a little bit of contact there between Kimi D'Kunda and Train Raider. Just a little bit of a love tap on my end. Train's not going to be too happy with that. But I think Kimi's going to be A-okay. Kimi going in for the inside there, really trying to get an opening on Train. Trying to put pressure on him to scare him. He can keep his head down. I think he'll be able to keep it in the lead. Tip's currently in P3 right now. I think he's going to be watching this battle from afar right now, seeing if he can gain any cheeky positions here in this sprint race. Train Raider slightly touching the dirt there. He keeps it stable though. Now it's a drag race between Kimi D'Kunda and Train Raider in one of the fastest stretches of the track. Kimi D'Kunda now going for the inside there to the final corner there. Train Raider going late. Oh, can he hold it? No, he can't. He goes wide yet again. Seems to be his favorite corner. He really likes to go wide for. I don't think that suits the car. As apparently we get a virtual safety car now. I'm not quite sure what that was for. Kimi D'Kunda now on P1 with Train Raider right behind. Tip's going to use this opportunity to cool down his car. Chili. Oh, his car is limping. Oh, he's missing a tire in the front there. Exposes his wheels, at least on my end there. His car is pretty damaged. You can see how aggressive his brake setups are though. I wonder if that maybe contributes also to the Romanian really struggling with braking. Like I mentioned before, this battle always ends up being a fight with the user and the brakes. I don't know what it is about automation cars, but they've always been quite bouncy. So not having stable braking really puts you at a disadvantage. Yeah, looking at it here, he's running a 6-pot in the front and a 4-pot in the rear. That really doesn't bode well for them, the Romanian. He's going to be entering the pits. So the reason why I brought that up, though, is quite an interesting quirk of automation cars. Most people don't know about this, but the more pots you have, or more pistons you have, or on your brakes, usually the more unstable it becomes. So you really want to try and minimize that, but it does give you more brake force. You just got to go and optimize your brake pressure to your calipers. So I bet the Romanian probably has a lot more brake force than it needs, so it's becoming extremely unstable because the wheels are locking up all the time. That's one of the things you can always see with the shadows and the Catalan and the Cadillac as well. They always are very stable on the braking there. You can see they just have enough brake force to slow down their cars. Not too much, but just enough. I think that sweet spot's really important for some of these cars. Taking a look right now, Kimi Kunder still in the lead. Trainer fresh behind though. I think Shadow is going to be very happy though, and Shadowlack as well, just because they are going to be getting another 1-2. Technically, even if they claim they're not Shadow Racing, they I think we all know they are. So one of those situations where they kind of bend the rules, kind of like how you see Red Bull and V Carbs and Formula One. Definitely not the same team, but we all know they kind of are. Especially considering the 2026 performance, but we don't talk about that there. We're talking about GTWC. As we yeah, so taking a look at the race so far as just a whole, had a pretty interesting battle between Kimi Kunder and Train Raider. They've both been really going at it, trading blows. Kimi seems to really struggle a little bit on the exit of some of the medium speed corners, but you can really see in those heavier braking zones, like the final corner of the track, seems Train's just not capable of slowing down his car efficiently enough. He tends to overshoot those corners. As we're taking a look at him now, he's catching up now. I think he's finally getting grips of his car again. Current fastest laps has been set by Train Raider. It's just a battle between the two Shadows and not a Shadow and a Shadow, whatever you want to call them. In the back of the field, though, we've seen pretty interesting battle where 10-Tip started a little bit behind, was able to pick up position now in the podium zone, as Arc had a little bit of a squabble with 10-Tip. Arc's not going to be very happy about that. He was hit by him a few times in the rear there, and I think he got hit in the side as well, damaged his alignment there. So Arc's probably struggling right now to get the grips of his car, where it probably doesn't feel as natural as it used to. Track not able to set a qualifying lap this session, but was quite impressive. He was able to fight against Chile there, as Chile succumbed to some of the pressure between him. The Romanian really showing that it lacks stability in the corners under braking. You could see it bouncing everywhere, especially on the exit corners. Really showing that the Romanian GP really needs to do some work to get their car up to stuff again in the next upcoming races. But he's spun out off track and he's lost a position or so he's not going to be too happy with his result today. Other than that, it's been pretty clean so far. Track was able to make a position. Now he is somewhat approaching Arc, but not really. I don't think his car has a pace. Just looking at it, I don't think he's able to mesh well with it. Coming back though, you can take a look back again at Train Raider and Kimi Kunder. Kimi Kunder very consistent with his lap times, so we're going to see him cross the line here. As it appears, no one was able to set a faster lap here. So now it's a battle between Train Raider and Kimi Kunder, as Train makes a weird correction in turn 1 there. He loses a ton of time. Ugh. Turn 1, he must have tapped the wall or something. Looks like he's slowing down now, really struggling with the balance of his car. Kimi Kunder is now just running away with it, it appears. Really comfortable with his car. It's staying very stable for him. Microphone tapping. Wonder if we're just testing some audio. No, you're good, you're good. I was just curious about that.
in
the
the
country.
final 3 minutes of the race now, and we see it's a Shadow 1-2, followed...
Not a shadow,
Wow.
and a shadow.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a shadow and a shadow, which has a shadow. Both of them cast by the sun. A few seconds behind them, though, finishing off the podium is 10 Type, as we come around to start what could be the final lap of the race. Probably won't be, but it's looking like it's pretty close to the final lap of the race. Train Raider pretty uncomfortable in his car recent laps, but he's still going to be putting in 100%.
Yeah, I think he's been pretty stable so far, but he does have a few moments here and there. You can see it's the first corner, the final corner, I think he's been struggling the most. Because the first corner, he had a adjustment last lap that really costed him some time. He was about like 7/10 behind from Kimi Kunder. It was quite impressive just being able to hold up with him. But he just hasn't been able to push it any further now. Kimi Kunder has the fastest lap now. Train Raider setting a pretty good lap though as well. I mean, you can take a look at the qualifying times, and it's pretty easy to say that they've gotten more adjusted to the cars too.
Almost catching up to Chile, of course. Chile, the driver who lost a wheel pretty early on in the race, caused the safety car that we had. Was it a full safety car or virtual safety car?
It was a virtual. Yeah, he's been struggling a lot in some of those corners. You can just see his car really tends to jump under braking. You can just see it now coming in here. Yeah, his rear end just kicks out immediately, and his car's hopping. A lot more than the others. You can even see the rear end's very stiff. He's gaining air time almost with his rear end.
Oh, Kimi drifting out of the final corner to start the last lap of the race, almost colliding with the barrier. That is not what you want. Getting track limit penalties. Same with Train Raider. That is definitely not what you want when you're fighting for a podium.
Yeah. I think Kimi's going to be pretty happy with this performance, though. He had a very stable race. He was able to keep it up with Train under pressure and everything, even apply pressure to Train and force him to a few mistakes.
I feel like Kimi's pushing harder this lap than he was last lap.
I think so. I mean, looking at his time there, what was it, 3 seconds before? Already gained a second. Almost curious if he was sandbagging the whole time. Trying to
see what he can pull out of the bag.
A sandbag.
Yes.
As some people say. Oh, as he touches the grass there. Don't think that's track limits though.
As we are about to enter the Ormond Straight for the final time this race, we can see Chile just out in front, getting ever closer, but he is going to have one more lap, Chile. We, though, we are going to round the final corner for the final time. As we see, it is a Shadrack P1. Once again, they're standing on the top step of the podium. Well, you've got to say, Jimmy Kwai's done a pretty good car for this season and series. He's pulled another blindside. Look at that. 10 seconds to the next car in front. That is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Speaking of this season, I mean, you can almost see it's quite interesting just taking a look at these cars here, because Kimi Kunder's car is actually season 7. but it is modernized. So I mean, just being able to take an old car and keeping up to standards still is quite impressive itself as well. And I think it's a benefit as well for the Shadracks, because they get to keep their old configs as well from the last season. So they have a ton of experience with the car, a ton of data, setups. It's them at a huge advantage. Then you have the Shadows, and it's an absolute unit of a car. It's beauty as well, I will admit. Do you have any thoughts on them?
Well, I've driven for them when they were really starting out. They were still OP then, but it's great to see how they've come along. Unfortunately, I couldn't extract the most out of the cars, and I was having a few issues, but it is great to see the how far they've come.
Yeah, they really, really have. It's very impressive just looking at their cars. Very dominant, just in general. Powerful. Do you think they'll be able to hold up for the next season?
Well, I haven't personally looked at the next season regs too hard, but I don't think that they changed too much. So I feel like they've still got a pretty good chance of being one of the top teams, if not the top team still in GTWC.
Yeah, that seems pretty fair. We're going to see a lot of new teams, and I feel like it's almost going to be disheartening, though, at the same time. With just how everything is. Ugh. As we can just see everyone struggling here. You can see the issues of just everyone here. 10 Tip struggling with his car, Chili struggling with his car. Track info. Where is that at? Oh, your stream. Let's see here. I shall take a look. Alright, there we go. Let's see this. Yeah, so we're here for 2026 Season 1, round 12 here at Sebring. It's in Florida. Didn't know that. Quite interesting. And I'm an American, so I feel like I should know that. Pretty decent track too. Very bumpy. It's a great challenge. Just seeing them now go for practice. Just 10 Tip just goes into the air. Mounts Ark's car in the G-force. Having some fun in the middle of racing practice here. Oh, as we can see, Chili just colliding. Oh. We love all of our drivers here. They're always so fun. Oh my goodness gracious. I just tabbed over to Chili there. I don't know if You could see him right now. We can go over on the stream here. You can just see him flying through the air. Really taking out his frustrations on the car here. I don't know if team leader is going to be very happy with that.
Annoyingly, all the drivers we have in the session today have driver profiles on the BeamGP website, apart from Arc30.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So he's just one that kind of just stands out, the oddball.
Let me just check that it's correct. No, that is correct.
Oh, it looks like they're getting rid of...
He just doesn't have anything I can do.
As we're now setting up for the second race, sprint race. This will be quite exciting here. Do you think Train Raider is going to be able to get his gremlins out the way? Be able to hold up to Kimi?
Well, he's had a couple more laps of... he's had a few more laps of practice now. Because that's also what you can use the races for. To practice how to drive your setups. So I think that he should be able to at least go a little bit faster than he did last race. But looking at just how much speed and how much time Kimi gained, he gained 2 seconds on that final lap last race. So I think that Kimi has enough in the bag that he is safe no matter what. I think the only thing that can displace Kimi is an out of control car.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty fair assumption there. I mean, the car is just so stable compared to everything else there. What I've noticed just in general is when the tire wear really is starting to hit, you can see just Train suffers with that car. I don't know if that's maybe just how the car is set up or not. Maybe it's a brake stability issue, or he's just trying to push it beyond its capabilities.
Frack is going to have to hurry up if he wants to get to the grid on time.
Same can be said with Chili. Chili's really far behind.
Chili can't overtake Frack though, it's the formation lap.
Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that he's not even catching Frack. Even when Frack's falling behind, Chili's falling even further behind.
This now raises the question, is the formation lap too fast?
Yeah.
Nothing can be done now as we round the final corner to start the race. The drivers slow down and form up the grid.
Yep. As we're gonna see the lights out here soon. And the lights are out. Away we go. So we're already seeing a little bit of a squabble between the two shadows. Shadow or not a shadow. Never gonna be able to give that up.
A little bit of squabbling with Arc behind.
Oh yeah, Chili going all in there. Arc really struggling with his car there. Now falling behind even slower traffic. As now 10 Tip has managed to catch up. His Train's that's going off track. It's just absolute squabble over here. I'm not even sure this is BeamG anymore. Do we have to call this Wreckfest?
10 Type with those blinding LED headlights just flashing everywhere, trying to distract Train Raider as we go through the tricky section.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if lights are allowed or not. I think they are, right?
I think they are as well. There's nothing... We've had a few issues with the lights in previous races, but nothing's been done of it. So I'd assume that it's been cleared by the stewards as we clamber over these curbs with Train Raider.
Yeah, he's really putting into work with that very beautiful car. Can't quite tell what it reminds me of. It's like its own thing in a really nice way. I like it. It reminds me of an Aston Martin almost.
It's got Aston Martin, it's got McLaren, it's got Mustang. It's a very nice
Corvette.
Corvette. Well, yeah. It's a
I
really
can see
nice
that with the
combination.
taillights.
Yeah.
Very tastefully done. This train just gets a really awkward bounce there. Kimmy's just running away with it now.
As you say that, the gap
Train's
shrinks down.
Yeah. This is a battle now for the, I guess, battle for last here. Is Frack, getting squirrely there. Losing a lot of time to Arc. His Arcs are really trying to make up some lost time to Chili. Chili really showing us that even with a underperforming car, he's able to defend pretty well. G-Force was it's quite a sad story for them because they were hyped up to be quite a powerful team early this season. I was a test driver for them. I was trying to help them out, but little issues is there's contacts between Chili and Arc.
The defense from Chili is going really well, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's just placing that car
some opportunities here. As Arc goes wide, through goes Frack.
Not quite. Frack, he gets a little bit sideways.
Yeah.
As we enter the Ormond Straight again, we can just see the field starting to spread apart. Arc still trying to go at it with Chili.
Yeah. You can tell that car has a lot of pace in it, but it doesn't seem like it can be fully utilized right now.
Chili got so close to that pit wall. Did he hit it? I feel like he must have at least grazed it, trading paint with it. Arc's gone wide.
Oh, as Arc spins it.
He's can't make contact.
He makes contact with Frack. Oh. He's not going to be happy with himself there. He's going to beat himself up with that. Really showing that masterful defense, though. I don't think he has the ability to catch up to 10-tip, though, unless he makes a mistake. Think he'll be able to catch?
No, 10-tip set the fastest lap of the race so far, so he's definitely got pace in him. Pace which Chili doesn't seem to have, being 3 seconds away.
Take a look at him. Yeah. He's already squirreling, just applying throttle there. Are just not seemingly responding to his inputs the way he wants.
Oh, Frack's gone. Frack has lost his rear end and he is... Oh, just kept it out the barrier. That is so lucky from the Frack driver there.
Yeah, from the Frack driver there.
What am I saying?
I think it's a Catalan. I don't know for sure.
That is unfortunate for Frack. He's lost so much time. That is not what you want to do.
I don't know, Catalan. What's the pink car then? I don't know. This Chili's really getting squirrely there. Lost about a whole second. Arc there. Arc might have the opportunity to catch back up here. Might be a saving grace for him.
And once again, we're back with Arc versus Chile. We've seen this race before, and we'll see it once
something
more.
different happen.
Look at how close Arc is getting. Looking at the outside,
Yeah,
looking
his
on the
car really
inside,
just has the power.
dives around the outside. Is he going to get it done? He's not going to. Looking for the switcheroo. That's not going to work for him. And he stays behind Chile with the slipstream now. He's looking around the outside of this long left-hander. Doesn't get the inside line for the next right here as we are almost about to enter the old runway section. Chile defending
really
left,
catching up now.
Arc
Right at the back end.
moving left and right. This is really getting tense as they now go side by side.
Yeah, Arc coming in. See if he can hold it there. Right in front of Chile there.
Oh,
Chile,
contact!
oh, might have tapped him. Can't quite tell. Looks like desync on my end. Arc and Chile have very similar pings though, so I don't know, quite frankly, what happened.
Well, with that move, I'm sure if anything wrong happened, it would be reported after the race. Oh, Chile's lost it.
Oh, it's Chile, spins it. Oh, he almost hits Frack. Oh.
We've seen him spin last race. That's not the corner that he spun it in last race, but he really is not having a good time with the car right now, is he?
No. His car just bounces under braking. You can see it. It's one of the hard things about keyboard. Even if you're able to button mash enough just to like cadence, as my grandfather almost told me in a way. You know, you would cadence your brakes when you don't have ABS, so then you can kind of modulate your pedals, you know, prevent the car from locking up. His car, you know, even if you're able to do that to account for the fact that your brakes are so unstable, I mean, you can't control it. Arc's now just running away with it.
Very interesting to hear the different engine notes of the different cars. Each one's got a unique engine, and you can hear it, and you can somewhat see it in the straights.
Yeah.
Slipstream's got a really big effect in this series.
That's true. If I recall correctly, I think the Shadows, they run V8s, and I think the G-Force runs a flat 6, I believe, really focusing on their low center of gravity.
As we see the Dutchman train going around the first corner, trying to catch up to his fellow Dutchman, Kimi, out in front. Pretty difficult to do in the outdated machinery that he has available, but he's doing a damn good job at it.
I wouldn't call it outdated. If anything, they're pretty much on par. I think it's up to maybe preference, setup, stuff like that.
It is last season's car though, so...
Yeah, that's true as well.
Ooh.
Oh, his train just hits a curb. He lost a lot of time there.
As we enter the final half of this race, the gap from P1 to P2 is now 3 seconds after that curb-eating moment from Train Raider. has Chile had another mistake? He's now half a minute behind Kimi, whereas before he was only a couple seconds behind Frack. He's now doubled the gap, so I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah. This car is just very unstable. As we finally break the 54s, Kimi Kundra is setting a blisteringly fast lap. I think that's what he was trying to go for last race. Sets a 154.824 for half a second faster than Train Raider. Really showing the pure pace of that car.
I think he's pressed the go pedal, Kimi. He is now way out in the lead, and he's not looking back that far.
Yeah.
As he slides over the curb in the triple hairpin. Well, I say triple hairpin, more of a hairpin with the triple corner afterwards.
Yeah.
You live?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Good day, Jamie. Actually, this is a great opportunity here. We can, if you're willing, we could do a little bit of a talk to him. If he's willing to talk as well.
And talk very briefly for a minute.
Well then, would you like to talk to us a little bit about your, I guess, how would you like to define it? Your design philosophy, in a way, for the two shadows, not a shadow and shadow. Pretty sure you were one of the contributing drivers to it and their success.
I think the design philosophy was basically that I had obviously Shadow, the main normal Shadow team, and then Scuderia Treno this season. And Scuderia Treno's car was an unfixable car, and it was not very good. So I ended up just binning the team, and to get around the chassis rules, I just brought the previous season's Shadow car out the garage, dusted it off, and slapped a new name on it, and out it went. And it's done pretty well, I guess, so far.
Yeah, looking at your next win here, potentially. Kimi Kundra already 6 seconds ahead now of the actual Shadow. I noticed a lot of differences between the cars. I mean, different body style entirely. Was the body style something you were like really trying to focus on when you were creating the Season 8 car compared to the Season 7?
Sorry, do you mind repeating the question?
Was the body style like a really important deciding factor when designing your Season 8 car compared to Season 7?
I just realised that a lot of my cars had been just a bit boring, like not boring, but they've been all mid-engined and like sort of samey almost. And I was inspired for the Season 8 car by the Aston Martin Vantage GT3.
Okay.
And I was like, I might as well do something different and run a what looks like a front engine car. Obviously, it's still a mid-engine car, but at least it looks like a front engine one to spice it up a bit.
Fair enough. It's quite a nice car. It's very tastefully well done. We were talking about it earlier. It's like a mixture of a McLaren, a little bit of a Camaro. You can kind of take a look at the tail lights that match it, but then you also see a lot of the Aston Martin aspects pulling through it. It's very beautifully well crafted. And it obviously does have good pace too. I mean, maybe fastest, maybe second fastest car. I mean, depends on who's driving it. I mean, take a look at the results from the start of the season. I mean, it was still winning races.
Yeah, I mean, it's the struggle of this season. It's had quite a few issues. It hasn't been an amazing car to drive, but I've wrangled some pace out of it somehow. So 100% podium rate isn't bad, to be honest. At least for me driving it, but it's an interesting car to drive, if that's one way to describe it. it takes some finesse because it is quite understeery at times. But the previous season's car is a bit more of a like a bit of a slidey go-kart almost. And so it really depends on the on your driving style, as to which car you prefer and which car you're faster in. Because it also depends on the track as well. Because I feel like it's obviously certain tracks, with each one will perform differently. I can definitely say the Shadrack car, or the previous set, the mid-engine looking one. That was very, very, very difficult to drive at start. You probably see from the live stream how sideways I was getting in all the exits, all the entries, and how bouncy it was. But at certain circuits, it performs really well. It's just random, to be honest.
One of the interesting facets as well, I noticed, I'm guessing this probably contributes a little bit, but it uses wishbone in the front and push rod in the back for the shadow. I'm wondering, does that like really contribute to making setups more difficult as well to get within the window you want? I guess compared to the, I guess you could say the Shadrack.
Oh no, Kimmy!
Oh,
major spin there from
Kimmy. An incident when it comes to spinner.
He's kept it out the barrier just
train
about.
Rider right through. Train Rider going into the grass as he spins a little bit as well, but he saves it. So now going to be a battle. This is a true sprint now.
Well, you'll be good to hear, Jamie, that both cars are okay. It's still a 1-2, but the cars have now reversed. And they're now in heated battle as we enter the final couple of minutes. Anything to add? Anything you'd like to say about the cars?
Don't crash, guys. That's all I ask. I have a feeling. I have a feeling Kimmy's going to try to do something flashy. I just hope he does it, remembering that Train is in fact his teammate. But yeah, I think he'll be driving quite passionately right now. He'll be on him in a couple of seconds. But Train's underrated in his defense. Actually, he's a very good defensive driver when he wants to be. I noticed that, especially when I was trying to pass him for the World Championship last season in Bathurst. He mysteriously became an impression of 2021 Hungary Alonso. I couldn't get past him for like 3 laps.
Oh, as Kimi Raikkonen is spinning.
Oh,
he hits the wall. No. Oh! Looks like he has a little bit of damage there. I don't know if he really wants to. I'm curious here with the gap he has. I don't think he'll be able to. No,
I don't think he'll be able to pit and fix that.
No. My thought would be that if they were far enough away, he could just slow down. As Kimi hits the wall, he's into the wall in the final corner.
He's stuck in the wall in the final corner. That is not what you want to have at all.
Oh, virtual safety car. I think we're going to be ending a race in that. Oh, no. Tragedy.
Is it sprint 1 or 2?
Yeah.
It was
on the final corner, he got some oversteer from the damage on his car. He's lost the rear wheel. That car is not going anywhere.
24% on the tires.
Oh, right.
Well,
I'll see you guys in a bit. Is this the first or second sprint?
Second
sprint.
Okay. Might be in time for some interview. Might be here in time for some interviews afterwards.
Well, it is now the last lap. And unofficially, anything can happen after the race, but here is your hopefully race winner, Train Raider, as we go
restarting
around.
very soon here.
There's a tense battle that is going to be forming between Arc and Frack.
Arc's now really approaching here. He's going in 10-tip. As they're side by side, this is going to be an interesting battle between the two. Arc really pulling through, really showing the power of the, I think it's called Pinar Technologies is the engine manufacturer name. Not quite sure on that.
That's
I'd have to check.
Interesting,
but
if it's true.
Yeah.
But just sweeping around the outside, overtake done very easily, and that is Arc into P2.
10-tip's just losing every second. Wonder if he's just lost power or if he's really just going slow because his tires are worn. Zark just coming through clear. He's going to get an easy P2 from that there. That'll be, I think, the second podium this season for G-Force, fortunately. I think it's well from him. I'm not quite sure on that.
And
Come
here
around the final
is
corner here.
Train Raider coming across the line to win your second sprint at Circuit of Sebring.
Yeah.
Not exactly the ending that that Shadow would have wanted. Certainly not at all. But it is certainly the ending Train Raider would have wanted with a win in the bag.
Oh, you can see Frack right now. He's really wrangling his car. It looks like he has a popped tire. He's drifting around. Comes across in fourth. 32 seconds behind. Oh.
Here is your teammate Kimmy in the pit lane. He is a DNF.
Thank you for your time today. Being your second commentator. I have to prepare for Formula 3.
Yeah, that was.
I believe you'll be here, right? So
yes, I'll be here.
I hope I can put on a good show for you guys.
Everyone, we will be hopping over to the YouTube now for the F3 race. Do we have any interviews? Do people want to do interviews?
I think you might be able to get a few. Maybe in GTWC. You'll see in a bit. Anyways, I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys around.
All right,
Peace.
good luck.
Thank you.
It doesn't look like anyone has an... Our train wants to do an interview. Let's see if we can drag him in. Hello, Train. You are live on Twitch. Well, that was an interesting end to the race. You've got a P2 and a P1. So,
yeah,
well done on that. Can you just sum up in a few sentences? Let's go from your position.
Pace-wise, my pace was like close to Kimmy's. I just made a couple of small mistakes, which meant I lost some time. But then in race 2, when he went off, I thought this might be a chance to win my second race in the series. So just went for it, and I'm happy the VSC was there, to be honest, because my engine was low-key dying.
We saw Kimmy having a major accident at the end of Sprint 2. You were almost caught up in that. Any fears, any problems from your end? What was happening there?
Nah, I just tried to avoid him, chose the right side of the track, which in hindsight probably wasn't the smartest idea. Should have probably chosen the left side, but I stayed alive. I didn't get any damage from it, so I don't care about that much.
Well, your team manager said that Kimmy was probably going to do some show actions, and he hoped that nothing would go wrong. Well, we've seen how that ended out. What was the highlight of the weekend for you in GTWC?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know, I asked it.
Hard. Midnaff. Yeah, Loki. I don't know. I think it's just the fact I kept close to Kimmy.
Yeah. You did mega there. Keeping pretty close in last season's car. Well done. Everyone, your race winner, Train Raider.
Let's go.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching today. we are going to have a very we are going to be heading over to the YouTube now, where we will be doing the F3 race in Canada. Same side of the Atlantic, just a little bit higher north. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, guys.